Kyle Jacobs here. I'm on the 14th hole at the Haven Country Club, and I've got a tip for playing golf. We're going to talk about the rough. I know the rough, it's been a little bit thick. It hasn't been all that long, but it's been really thick. So first let me take you through two lies and the two different ways that I play these two shots, and give you some tips on how to get out of the rough and closer to the green or on the green the next time you play golf. All right, so we have two different lies here, and let me go through these lies. Here is a decent lie. It's sitting up a little bit. The ball probably rolled and got lucky, sitting pretty close to the top. And then you've got a lie here, which some of you will be probably pretty upset when you find your ball and it's a little bit more down. Maybe this one hopped into the rough. So this lie right here, I'm going to be able to get a fairway wood on it. I'm going to be able to advance it pretty much as far as I would like. The only thing I got to be careful of is not going under the ball and hitting it on the top of the club face. So I just got to be careful with how I swing and not go too far down. This lie, on the other hand, I'm definitely not going to be able to get a 3-wood on it. Questionable on a 5-wood. I'd highly recommend either a 5-iron, 6-iron, or potentially a 5 or 4 hybrid. And let me go through how to hit those shots and let you get some insight into how I would play these next couple shots. All right, first off, we're going to attack the ball that's in a pretty good lie. I'm about 200 yards out on the 14th hole, and I normally hit my 3 hybrid about 230, so that's the club that I think can get me up on the green. And with a lie like that, I certainly feel like I can get comfortable and make a good swing and try and get pretty close to the green, if not on it. So one thing I am going to do when I set up for this shot is make sure that I'm taking a nice rounded, a little more level shoulder turn shot, because if I go down too much, it's going to pop the ball up. I'm going to hit it on the high part of the club face, and I'm not going to get the maximum distance out of that. So let me get up here and hit this shot, take my setup, and just remember that I have to take a more level swing, and that's going to hit that shot a little bit better. So now we have this bad lie, and I don't think there's any way that I can get that 3 hybrid to the back of the ball. What ends up happening is you get so much grass between, not that you hit it fat, but you just get so much grass between the club face and the ball that you end up not hitting a good shot. So here's where I'm going to come down to a 6-iron, and I'm going to try and lay it just short of the green. But there are a couple things I want to do to make sure that at least I get the maximum out of the 6-iron that I can. And remember, if you have a 5 hybrid, you might get away with hitting a shot like this, but you're going to apply the same principle as the 6-iron. I'm going to push the ball back just about a half a ball towards my back foot. If you push it too far back, you're going to end up hitting it into the ground, and that's not good either. So if my normal 6-iron stance is just ahead of center, I'm going to move this back so it's just about a half a ball ahead of center. The next thing I'm going to do is when I make my swing, I'm going to set my wrists really early, and that's going to allow for the club to be a little bit more vertical when it comes down, so I catch a little less grass between the ball and the club. So let's go and hit this shot and see how we do. So a little bit further back in my stance, just a little, and we're going to set the wrists and hit our shot. And now it wasn't great, but I got about the most I could out of that 6-iron in that lie. Sometimes you just got to accept the fact that it'd be better off to hit the fairway. So take those little tips that I gave you and apply it next time you play in deep rough.